thinking about starting your own home care agency for a while now, haven't you? You've done your research, maybe even picked out a name, but something keeps stopping you. And if you've already started your agency, maybe you're still battling that same feeling. That quiet voice that says, what if I'm not ready? Or what if I fail? Let's be honest, owning or starting a home care agency can be scary. You care, you're compassionate, but stepping into that ownership role brings a new level of responsibility. And fear, it has a way of showing up just when you're about to take that next step. The funny thing is, fear doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it hides behind endless planning, reading every article, joining every webinar, downloading every document, and convincing yourself that you just need one more thing before you start. Sometimes it shows up as perfection, telling yourself, once my marketing plan looks professional, it's perfect, I'll launch. And sometimes it takes the form of comparison, looking at other agencies and thinking, who am I to compete with them? But here's the truth: confidence isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward even when fear is whispering in your ear. That's what we call the confidence code. And once you unlock it, everything changes. Fear often tries to disguise itself as logic. It will say things like, be realistic. Now's not the time. But what it's really doing is keeping you comfortable. And guess what? Your comfort zone is where dreams go to sleep. I once spoke with a nurse who had dreamed of opening her own home care agency for over 3 years. She'd been a caregiver, a supervisor, a scheduler. She knew everything about the industry. But every time she got close to submitting her license application, she froze. She told me, what if I'm not the business minded type? What if I'm not business minded enough? What if I lose money? So she waited and waited. But one day, she said something I'll never forget. She said, I realized fear had already cost me 3 years and I was tired of letting it win. So she finally took the leap. And 4 months later, she got her license and she started marketing and she got clients and she started payroll and everything took off from there. So confidence is not waiting until everything is right, going ahead, even when the fear keeps hounding you, keeps telling you you're not good enough, you don't have everything right. You just keep going forward. So, no need for regrets. She said, I have wasted 3 years. What if I started 3 years ago? That is starting while still feeling scared anyway. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. It starts with clarity. You can't be confident about what you can't see clearly, what you don't understand. When you don't know exactly what you want, every decision feels scary. So take a few minutes to ask yourself, who do I want to serve? What kind of leader do I want to be? What does success look like for me in a year from now? Ask those type of questions. What is my why, my reason for doing this? Once you write this down, everything starts coming to focus. Clarity doesn't remove all fear, but it gives your fear direction. It says, I might be nervous, but at least I know where I'm going. Then, after confidence, you need competence. Every skill you master makes fear smaller. If you're just getting started, learn the basics: licensing, staffing, compliance, and how to manage your time. If you already have your agency, learn your numbers, know your numbers, master your marketing and your systems. Confidence grows from doing, not just knowing. Think about it. Remember the first time you drove a car? Your hands were tight on the wheel, your heart was pounding, and you were checking your mirrors every second. But now you can drive, talk, sip coffee at the same time, right? What changed? You became competent. The same thing happens in business. Once you understand what you're doing, your services, your systems, your clients, fear stops being the driver. I remember when Paul and I first started our agency. We didn't have a big office or any fancy systems or a team. It was just us. Our reception area was a virtual office where we met our clients and caregivers, just for meetings. And the business phones were sitting on a small table in our basement. We didn't have it all figured out, but we had faith and we had courage. We believed that if we could just serve one client with excellence, another one would come. And that's exactly what happened. We did it scared, but we did it anyway. That's what courage looks like. Courage is the bridge between dreaming and doing. It's what moves your idea from your mind to reality. It's that little spark that says, I'm nervous, but I'm still going. I'm still doing it anyway. And every time you act with courage, your confidence grows stronger. Now, let's be real about how fear actually works. It's a loop. An idea shows up, fear whispers in your ear. What if you fail? And you hesitate, you delay, you lose momentum, and then you start doubting yourself even more. And that loop repeats. The only way to break that loop is to take action. Even one small step breaks momentum. Send that email, make that follow up call, fill out that application, post that job ad. Your first step doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be taken. Confidence isn't about being loud or bossy, it's about being steady. It's about trusting that God didn't give you the vision just to tease you, right? If He called you to care, He's going to give you the provision, He's going to give you the resources, He's going to help you succeed. And when you show up confident, people feel it. Your family believes in you. Your team trusts you. And your clients, before they ever meet you, they sense that you are capable of taking care of them. So let's rewrite the story together. When fear says, what if I fail? You answer, what if I succeed? When fear says you are not ready, you reply, maybe not, but I'm doing it anyway. Your dream doesn't start when you feel confident. It starts when you decide to move forward. Let me share one more story. One of our friends who worked as a caregiver for over 10 years, he was excellent. His clients loved him, families trusted him, but he always dreamed of starting his own agency. One day, after yet another long shift, he told me, I'm just tired of doing this. I feel called to start a home care agency. We talked about fear. His biggest fear wasn't failing, it was succeeding and not knowing how to handle it. Can you imagine? Isn't that interesting? Fear disguises itself in so many ways, but he took one small step. He signed up for a home care startup workshop. That one decision changed everything for him. A year later, he was running his own agency, hiring caregivers, and giving others the same opportunity he once had. He told me the moment I stopped letting fear decide for me, everything changed. So let's bring this home. Here are 5 steps to start building your confidence right now. First, be honest about what scares you. Write it down because what you name, you can tame. Second, take one bold action this week. Even if it's small, take it. Third, celebrate progress, not perfection. Fourth, surround yourself with confident people who make courage look normal. And the fifth one, feed your dream daily. Visualize yourself being that successful home care owner. Every successful home care owner you admire once stood right where you are now. They were uncertain, nervous, but willing. They took the first step and confidence followed. And that's exactly what can happen for you. Now, before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What part of this message spoke to you? Was it the fear of starting or the reminder that you are already equipped? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. And if this video helped you, be sure to subscribe. Share it with someone who can benefit from it also. When you subscribe, you will not miss our next episode. So, are you ready to take the next step? If so, go on to askjoanandpaul.com. That's where you can ask us your questions directly or schedule a free 30-minute consultation. Whether you're still dreaming about starting or you've already launched and want to grow, we'll help you create a clear plan, remove the fear, and move forward with confidence. We've built a multi-million-dollar home care agency from the ground up and helped so many others. Now it's your turn. So go to joanandpaul.com today. Subscribe, comment, share this message with someone who may just need that little nudge to get started. Remember, you were called to care. You were chosen to lead, and you already have what it takes. You just need to unlock your confidence code.